Hello again, YouTube. Just another book. I mean, I showed you this one last time, which was quite bigger than this one. But this is another book that I recommend, especially if you're doing art and design or just art or fine art at GCSE level or even college. This one is just similar to this one, the other one, similar to this one, where it has exercises and things to do. And also, it's got a little box, if I show you, chapter 1. It's got work, journal, sketchbook information, where you need to work on your sketchbook. And what the critics say as well about everything you're doing. And art study, this means this. Development, and this is just, basically just goes through everything, the structure of the art and design. And there is questions how to react when confronted by art, there. And to remembers as well, and the final pieces on this bit. So yeah, they get a bit of critics as well saying what they think about each part. The formal elements, and this is like the generals of the art, still life, portraiture, and so forth. Bit of line. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat leg. But these, the boxes where the examiner says stuff and the critics say stuff is really handy to have in this book, and they do follow up patterns and things, and it also gives you coursework watch to do for coursework. And this is a new chapter, but they have got introduces what the chapter has in it, and by the end of this chapter you will be able to do all of this. So I think this is another good book to have, even in your library of art books. I think this would be a good book, in fact excellent book. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any exercises to do, but it just says things like introduction, your work in this unit, so it gives you what you'll be reading about and maybe learning about, and techniques you'll be learning, and what the historians say. Oh, and tasks. There is actually some making tasks near for you to do in the corner of some of the packets, some of the pages, packets. But yeah, but this has got how many pages? Just over 315 to sort of 18 pages. And again, it's another book I do recommend. I mean, it's like you get all the certain artists in here, thematic overview, the recipe thief, follow-up and stuff, techniques, and then it says what the biography says, and the follow-up, and more stuff. Oh, out of the, come on. There you go, composition, what the critic says, and follow-up. And it's just a lot of details in here, and step 1, step whatever is here on figure composition with models. But yeah, so I just think, again, another book that I recommend to people who are studying art. I have a few more which I'm going to put in this video because this is going to be too long otherwise. But yes, just so you can see what this book actually looks like if you actually wanted to buy it. So, section features, introductions and summaries of things, pictures, techniques, what critics says on composition and stuff like that, what the historians say, and then step 1, step 2, step 3, 4 for this visual language and modernity. But yeah, so thematic, where to go next, tasks, another set of tasks to do, collage, montage, a section on summaries and things, form and texture, the shape. It's just a really, I just think it's really good. That's that one on the front page. I think it's that one. Is it the same one? Or nearly the same one. Yeah, it's that one. But yeah, it's the same picture, but it's just part of it, isn't it? So yeah. But yeah, I suppose, don't think I'm going to do a flick through from it, but it's a good reference book. It shows you just some disciplines in here as well, visiting museums and galleries, information about that, how to draw eclipses, how to, or whatever else you're doing. Exam watch, this one, which is pretty good. So I think this is a good one to have. It does some tasks there. So, cool. So yeah, enjoy. But yeah, so I think it's got some artists in here as well, but I just think it's another good book to add to your art library. Another few books, let's have a look. Oh yeah, this one. This is basically, I think it's just an exam stuff, visual past papers with answers. I've had this for a long time because I was studying art for a while, and I was also teaching my daughter at home art as well, but in the first year of homeschooling. And then she didn't want to do art anymore, so we stopped doing this. But yeah, this is general instructions it's got here. This is to help with exams for GCSEs. I mean, this is ideal. It just gives you things, projects and assignments to do. And then in the back, the answers are in the back. So you should have a pocket at the back with your answers inside here. There's your answers. Higher Art and Design, paper 1. But there is just a lot in here. Ideas, assignments for everyone, every idea, interior design, graphics, fashion. There's just a lot to do. So there's another one I recommend. And this one is Lonsdale, the Essentials of Art, GCSE Art and Design. Sorry, just paying attention. I'm trying to read through the camera, it's not very good. This one again is the specifications issued by the exam boards cover a broad subject area in very general terms, such as as such they can appear vague and confusing, written by Nick Elgerton, a principal examiner, assistant principal, moderator and working teacher. So basically this is contents of the course. So this is the contents. The course, the endorsements, assessments, objectives, knowledge and skills, visual elements, fine art, graphic design, textiles, photography, three-dimensional design, producing a unit of work, which is a kind of good part if you're stuck on your GCSEs, then it's just nice to come and read this, get some ideas and get some information down. So this is about the assignment. They show you how to do your colour board and your mood boards and things. What they're actually looking for, objectives, knowledge and skills. And it's kind of just it is a really good book as well. I think all the art books I've got are actually pretty good and would be worth having in an art library. But it's going through them all. It's like, you can only have so much time for one or two books at a time. Shape and form, fine art. So yeah, I think this is very good. The language and conventions, different ways of working, painting on drawing, compositions, sculpture, printmaking, mixed media, graphic design, and methods of approach, typograph, computer-aided design, packaging and stuff, printmaking, a bit more there, function, textiles, mood, style and scale, appropriate methods, ways of working, fashion. Again, this is like not just for art students, it's for fashion as well, and graphics, photography I'm sure as well, different settings, sculpture and drawing making. It's just everything in it, so a bit for everybody, I think. So another book, if I can get through this book, producing a unit of work. And this is an important part as well, producing a unit of work, which is important as well. And it gives you ideas, issues, themes, concepts, materials, still lifes, figures, the environment, design brief. Design brief is important because you've got to follow that in your exam. You've also got maybe write your own design brief, which may be difficult for some people. Producing studies, safe working practice, using machinery. I mean, some of it doesn't apply to everyone, but if you're using this for just a guide, this is perfect anyway. So yeah, this is definitely good. This bit was on submitting work, was it? Yeah, submitting work. So that's interesting. Evaluating coursework. The controlled test, planning, preparation. It's basically all of that stuff which you really need to do and concentrate on to get higher marks in your art GCSE. So there's development there, and the final piece. They show you on this part, they show you how he developed his idea and what he picked up on, and all his sketches shown on this student piece here. So yeah, so obviously it was ideas, isn't it? And then you put it all together to make your one piece there. So that's another book which I recommend you have, and it's actually ideal for people who are struggling and trying to get the angle of their design brief. And I think that's it at the moment. Yep. And the art books I have, that's it I think. I have got loads of ideas of art which I shall be putting up later, but this is 11 minutes long and I think that's long enough for these books. If you need any advice on anything else, please leave a comment down below. Please like and subscribe if you want more videos like this to help you with your coursework or any other sort of subject you're needing help in, especially for homeschoolers. Okay, so thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.